I am here today to make every one of you become an accountant or want to become an accountant. Anyway, but you might say, why accounting? So, what is the first thing you hear of when you hear the word accounting? Anyone know? I mean, let's face it, every movie you ever watch, they say, oh, her husband's an accountant. And everyone goes, how boring. So let's see what accounting's really about. Let's talk about what accounting is not. Accounting is not just doing taxes, okay? Accounting is not working alone. I promise you, I never, ever work alone, although I would like to sometimes. Accounting is not routine. It's not boring. In fact, one of the reasons I love doing accounting is because I work for different clients all the time. The challenges are different. It's always something new. Accounting is not doing just bookkeeping, although bookkeeping actually can be fun, and we'll talk about that a little later. And accounting is not counting money. I have counted money when I audit banks, but for the most part, it's pretty rare. Accounting is not crunching numbers. So we spend very little time just dealing with only numbers, although you kind of need to know about numbers to be an accountant. And accounting is not just for geeks. Well, there are geeks that are accountants, but not all of accountants are geeks. Accountants are business advisors. So what I do is I work with my clients and I help them run their business. I give them advice. I talk to them about their employees, about how to sell their business, all that type of stuff. Accountants are strategic thinkers. We here at this firm, which is Martin Hood, we're a public accounting firm, work with our clients to help them grow their business. Accountants are also problem solvers all the time. That's what we're doing. Nobody calls me to say everything's going well. Almost all my calls are things are not going well. So then they want me to help them solve their problems. Accountants are communicators. So that vision of the accountant with the, what's those called? The visors and working alone, right? Is not true. You have to be able to talk to people that work underneath you, your clients, all of that. And we are team oriented. We work in a team on a project together. Sometimes it's our clients, sometimes it's the staff here. Okay. Now you might wonder, this sounds fabulous. I kind of want to be an accountant. So you might talk about what classes to take. I think most of you guys are in 8th grade. So I would recommend that you maybe see when you're going to be a freshman about taking an accounting class or a business class. You have to take communications. Unfortunately, I always hated writing, but you do some writing with what we do. You have to take technology-like classes. I'm not sure in your high school if they offer Excel, but try to learn Excel. You can take a class through Parkland, and they will give you credit for it, I think, in the high school. And Excel's something we require almost all of our new accountants to know how to use. And you have to probably know math, like math, take math. And last but not least, that's what I started with, I guess, accounting course. That's what I did in high school. I took one little nerdy accounting class and I kind of liked it. So I tried it. Okay. What we're going to do here is I'm going to show you what might happen with some of my clients when they call me with issues. So what we're going to do is what I put here is all the expenses this client might have. It's a married couple. They have 2 kids. They're 4 and 7. Together they make $95,000. And they can't stay in budget. I'm not sure if you know what budget means, but obviously you can't spend more than comes in or you're in trouble. So what we're going to do is I'm going to use little Miss Amanda here, and we're going to maybe switch sides if that's possible. And I'm going to have her tell me, this is something I'd kind of like you to do by yourself and add up the things, but tell me, Amanda, if you look back on the expense sheet, there are, hold on a second. Can I do that? Oh yeah. You can rent a 3-bedroom. Now remember, you have 2 kids and a husband and wife. You can rent a 2-bedroom apartment, or you can own your own home. Now remember, if you buy your own home, you actually are going to own it eventually, so that has value. So of those items, Amanda, what would you like to choose? Are you gonna rent?
Rent a 2-bedroom.
You're gonna rent a 2-bedroom. So you're gonna put 2 of the kids in 1 bedroom. How much is that 2-bedroom?
$18,000.
Whoops.
Not that much.
Right. Okay. So, and it's not that little. Too bad I can't do math. All right. So then what's another type of expense on there? Cell phone. Everybody has to have a cell phone. You can do limited data. You can do unlimited data. Okay, she wants unlimited data. All right, how else are you going to spend your money? You tell me.
Internet.
Internet, of course. How much is that? $1,500. What else are you going to do?
I'm going to do cable.
Okay,
1,000.
$1,000 for cable. All right, now I want you to look at that list a little. You have 2 kids and you both work. What's one of the things you're going to have to spend your money on?
Daycare.
Daycare, that's $13,000. Okay. And
Ooh.
you probably might not know this if you're in 8th grade, but there's something that you have to pay no matter what to the government. And so what would that be? Taxes. And how much are your taxes? $23,000. Okay. Phew, that's eating into your budget. Now, you're renting a home. Let's see, of course, look at Amanda right away picked her phone and her internet and her cable, but it's cold as can be in that house because she didn't pay for any what?
Utilities.
Utilities. How much are those?
$3,600.
All right. What else do you think you might have to do? Everyone's starving to death in this house, aren't they?
Groceries.
How much are groceries?
$10,400.
Okay. How are you doing here? Yeah, let's see. You might not know this, but if you own property or rent property, you have to pay for what's called insurance. How much is that?
$1,000.
$1,000. All right, now what are you going to do with your money?
Well, I need to get to my job.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Okay, what's that?
A car.
You're going to do the car payment, which means you got to do repairs. How much is that?
$16,800.
Okay. All righty. And I was thinking there was another kind of you have to have it. What might it be? Oh, you have to pay your credit card bill.
Okay.
So I didn't put this in there, but this couple has $8,000 in credit card debt. So what are you going to, so you have to do the interest and principal payment probably if you want to get rid of it. That's $3,200. So we have basically, at this point, did everything you had to have, right? So how much money do you have left for restaurants, entertainment? Do you see at the bottom, money remaining? $1,500. $1,500 divided by 12 is, I don't know, $100 and some a month. The whole point is, usually what my clients do is they come in and they say, oh, we're paying, $1,500 on entertainment and $2,600 on groceries, and they spend all their money and then they don't have money for the things they need. So this is an exercise that's one of the things we kind of go through. Thank you, Amanda. You were fabulous. Okay. So this is why you should be an accountant. I'm dead serious. Besides the fact that it's super fun, it's really a good job. It pays well. There's all kinds of job opportunities. We get calls from our clients almost weekly looking for accountants. So there's always jobs, and there's all kind of careers. It's not just what I do, which is public. Average starting salary for a new accounting grad is $49,700, and in Illinois it's $60,000. Can be, depending on where you are. That's a really nice starting pay. Accountants are in high demand. I just told you. I mean, we get calls constantly, and this job opportunity is growing, quite a bit. And there are now see, all these companies need accountants, right? So not only can you be an accountant, but you can go work for fun companies. My children in particular like this fantasy football idea, right? They need accountants. So a lot of you might think you want to do this when you grow up. Or you think you want to do this or this when you grow up. But instead, you could be this guy, Director of Finance, Chicago Bulls. So you're working for the Bulls, but you have a good, solid job. Or this girl, she's a Chief Financial Officer for Pepsi-Cola or Coca-Cola, whatever. Here's what you need to do. Get into high school, take some of those classes I talk about, graduate high school, major in accounting in college, or honestly, an associate degree at Parkland, you can get a really good job as a bookkeeper or an accountant. And you get a good job, 50 to 60,000 just to start. That could be you. Thank you.